We set our clocks back over the weekend, and that could throw off your sleeping pattern as well. Tonight, we learn how that could affect you while you're behind the wheel. 7 News reporter Thomas Caffarella has more.
You never dream of it happening to you, driving drowsy.
It's definitely something most people do every day.
A late night and an early morning could be deadly.
And if you miss 1 to 2 hours of sleep, stats show you double your risk of a crash.
And if it does happen to you, you aren't alone. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates 100,000 car crashes with more than $12.5 million in damages a year. There's one thing in common: drowsiness.
When you are that tired, it is an impairment.
Daylight saving changes our sleep schedules, regardless if we fall back or spring forward.
Really just having that difference in your sleep schedule is enough for some people to kind of be thrown off from their daily routine.
The National Sleep Foundation refers to drowsy driving as the 4th D, alongside drunk, drugged, and distracted. They're all reasons for impairment behind the wheel.
It is making you less aware of your surroundings. You're not as much in control of yourself and the vehicle that you're driving.
And to help realize the dangers of lack of sleep and a commute to work, November 5th through 11th is Drowsy Driving Prevention Week. AAA recommends that you travel at times where you would normally be awake, avoiding heavy meals before travel, and staying away from medications that are known to cause sleepiness. Thomas Caffarella, 7 News.